Howdy. So today's topic is divine love, regular love. Is there really any difference? This is a question that someone posed to me on my Facebook profile, and there's a lively discussion going on his page. So if you're curious what everyone else is saying about this, then you can find his profile link on my Facebook profile page and go check out what they're talking about over there. I'm going to address a couple of things. And so let's see. Divine love, regular love. Is there really any difference? This was his full question. We know that sometimes, I'm reading his thing, reading his post. Divine love, regular love. Is there really any difference? We know that sometimes attachment and fixations get the appellation of love, which is not accurate. I think that means appearance of love. Or the appeal of love, which is not accurate. But assuming we are talking about actual love, is there any need for this distinction? Human love, divine love. So that's a great question. I appreciate the question. In reality, there is only divine love. I think that would be factual in a sense. However, I don't think it's entirely helpful. What is the purpose of distinctions? The purpose of distinctions is to give us the tools to dive deeper in through the nuances, discern the nuances of our experience, and make decisions and choices about what we want to experience. So if we don't have any distinctions, then we just go about passively with whatever comes our way in our experience. We need distinctions to feed our discernment, or to actually make up our discernment so that we can make choices. So the realm of human perception is extremely deep and chock full of variations. The realm of human experience is chock full of variations. So it gets very convoluted trying to sort that out. And I think that where people struggle with what is love is when we're getting more focused on experience and more focused on love as an abstract noun. But what are we really trying to accomplish with the words and the distinctions that we're making? If you're trying to accomplish optimizing your experience to the highest degree possible, or if you're trying to accomplish what is the best path to feel the most aligned inside yourself, and to choose better so that you experience less suffering and less heartbreak, then in that case, entertaining nuances that help you choose alignment with divine love inside yourself are going to be beneficial for you, because divine love is an energy that harmonizes. And it starts with self. When you connect with divine love, the feeling of emptiness, the feeling of I'm not loved goes away, is actually obliterated. Like, the question of self-worth becomes completely meaningless, because feeling that love energy in the core of your being, there is no question of worth. Like, it's not even a question you would ask, because you're just feeling the fullness of love. When we don't feel that, then there's a chain reaction of events, like a domino effect. When we don't feel that, we want to feel comfortable, and so we look outside for the comfort. We want to feel comfortable because we want comfort like a salve to soothe the wound that we may not even be consciously aware that we have. But because we're designed to function in partnership with divine love, that when that connection is missing, it just sets in motion a chain, a chain of events, or what do you call it? Chain of effects, cause and effects, whatever, where you will look for comfort outside yourself, whether you know you're doing it or not. So, words are tools that are designed to point to experiences and awarenesses. And if they don't point to experiences or awarenesses, they're super abstract and kind of not useful, like whatever somebody said that you can't actually connect to based on your experience. It's more like a work of word art that you appreciate or maybe you don't, and then you walk on by and it doesn't stick because we are having an experience. This is a human experience. So the whole purpose of words is to point to an experience. Now, words do that because of their definitions. They also do that because of the energy with which they're said. And they also do that because of the relationships that they paint. So when I work with people, I'm not, I mean, you could tell by my videos, I'm a stickler about words, right? Yesterday, I was like, acceptance versus allowing, big difference. Let's talk about it. Okay. So I love nuances. I love contrast because that gives us the opportunity to discern and go deeper in our growth and our connection with divine love and our happiness and our harmony and our relationships and all that good stuff. But when I'm working with somebody, I'm not religious about words because what I really want to know is what is somebody saying by the words that they're using. And I'm going to give you an example because that gets back to the heart of this issue of divine love versus regular love. One of the people who responded on this post over there said, lots to ponder always on matters of humanity and love, divine or otherwise, as the opposite of love is not hate, but indifference. And it goes on from there. This draws relationships. These are words that are drawing relationships. Love is not hate, but indifference. Okay, there's a mathematical relationship now between love and indifference. And there's, in this sentence, no mathematical relationship between love and hate. Now, that's very telling to me. Love versus indifference. This person is talking about the quality of feeling good towards another thing. You feel good towards another thing, or you feel nothing towards another thing. Whether that thing is a person, an idea, or a quality of yourself, the nuance is that love is opposed by indifference, and that helps define what love is, because the opposite is indifference. Therefore, in that sentence, love is an attitude towards another thing. I do not see that love is an attitude towards another thing, even though I do say, I love you, right? I do use that phrase. But the most helpful definition of the word love for me is that love is the movement of the divine through me. And it has a certain feeling to it. The opposite of love is fear. Why? Because fear shuts down the movement of the divine through me. So when we're talking about what is divine love versus what is regular love, I would ask, what are the experiences that you are trying to discern? Because in the abstract, I don't know how, it's hard to tell exactly what the question is. But if you can put that question into, what's the question behind the question? What's the quality of experience or the situation that you're trying to discern? Then we can really get to the heart of the matter. I think that possibly the question behind the question is along these lines. Maybe this is influenced by some of what other people said in the comments on that post. Sometimes when people go for the gold with alignment with divine love, they get confused about what that means and get stuck in a spiritual idea of divine love that they think means I need to cut off my we'll say carnal existence. I need to cut away, surgically remove, disconnect, dissociate from my ego, from my feelings of desire for another person. And that's completely not true. It's not helpful to dissociate from any part of yourself. So the way of coming home to divine love actually includes intimacy with everything that you experience inside yourself, but it's intimacy with an eye towards discerning the nature of what you're experiencing, uh, so that you can sort out what is of the domain of disconnection from divine love and let it be processed and fall away with gentleness, and what is of the domain of connection with divine love, because that's the realm of creating harmony in flow without effort and without conflict. I mean, creating harmony, I guess that implies without conflict. So I just noticed that another person came to visit, and now I lost my train of thought. But I'm not blaming you. Yes, so we're talking about discernment. I don't know. I think I completed my thoughts, so I'm going to leave it there. And we can continue the discussion in the comments. And by the way, I surprised you all of you, all of Facebook and YouTube and LinkedIn by going live early. So I apologize if you were counting on meeting me at noon. But anyway, you can meet me in the comments. You can meet me in the DMs and continue the conversation. Have an excellent weekend, and I will see you Monday as I'm taking Sunday off.